Although the Oklahoma Sooners did get one home run, Nelly McEnroe-Marinas led off the seventh with a big fly. That was the only run for OU. 5 hits, 6 strikeouts for Missouri pitching, and they came up big with runners in scoring position.
Sierra Harrison, Taylor Pinnell, they came up with big-time pitches when they absolutely needed it, when OU had runners in scoring position.
Marissa McCann will get the start for Missouri today. She was Mizzou's Friday night starter as well, and did not pitch badly, but certainly didn't get the results she was hoping for, and in the end was tagged with the loss as Mizzou went down 8-0 in 5. Meanwhile, Oklahoma, of course, an ultra-potent lineup, limited to just 1 run in yesterday's game, in large part because they were 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position in the ball game. That's going to be something that has to change for the Sooners if they are going to win this afternoon in the finale and stave off their first series loss in the Southeastern Conference. Abigail Dayton is back to the top of the lineup for Oklahoma. She'll be followed by Nelly McEnroe-Marinas, Cassidy Pickering, Gabby Garcia, Ella Parker, Sydney Sanders in the middle third, Ilana Agbiani, Isabella Emberling, and Sydney Barker rounded out. And Sam Landry will get the ball for Oklahoma again, just as she did in the first game when she was magnificent. Umpires are Dave Reinecker behind the plate, Scott Mayer at first, Tatum Stolting at third. Up and away, 2-1. Dayton hitting .320 this year. She has a homer and 3 batted in. She scored 31 runs. 1 out of 4, a couple of walks in the series. And it's 2-2. Up and in, full count. One of the things we talked about early on in the game yesterday is how patient Oklahoma was, in particular the first time through the lineup. Made Sierra Harrison work. The first 2 Sooners and 3 of the first 5 saw full counts. Dayton in the air to center. Claire Cahalan is there, 1 away.
This Oklahoma lineup being very patient at the plate, making the Mizzou pitchers get deep into counts. It's going to throw that pitch count up for them, which is probably why we saw Pinnell come in the bottom, or in the top of the 5th, as opposed to coming in later in the 6th or the 7th. She's normally in that closer role, but Sierra Harrison's numbers were so high at that point that they had been through the lineup at least twice, so trying to get the Oklahoma hitters off balance in the box by seeing a different pitcher.
Nelly McEnroe-Marinas pops it up on the right side. Sophie Smith, the second baseman, for the second out. McEnroe-Marinas supplied the only Oklahoma run with a solo shot leading off the 7th yesterday. In fact, all 8 Oklahoma runs, or all 9, I should say, in the series have been scored on homers. 3 on Friday, 1 yesterday. Ball 1 to Cassidy Pickering. Hitting .361 this year, 8 homers, 28 batted in. What can Marissa McCann do to mix things up, especially the first time or two? She'll want to get through at least 1 time of the Oklahoma order, preferably twice, but they already saw her a couple of times on Friday.
Well, we saw McCann on Friday. She wasn't mixing in her changeup as much as she needs to be successful against a team that can hit the ball as well as Oklahoma can.
Outside corner, or looked like Dave Reinecker might have called that on the swing by Pickering. Either way, 1-2.
The other thing we saw McCann do in the first game on Friday night, she wasn't getting ahead of the Oklahoma hitters, so she was having to come back, throw the ball way over the middle of the plate. And again, against this dangerous of a lineup, you can't throw the ball over the middle of the plate.
Strike 3 called. Marissa McCann gets a 1-2-3 first inning. Missouri trying to pick up right where it left off. Sam Landry back in the circle for Oklahoma as she was on Friday when she threw 5 one-hit innings in a shutout 8-0 win for Oklahoma in 5. She is 8-0 with a 1.35 earned run average this year. It's her 14th appearance, her 8th start for the Sooners. She has struck out 73 batters. She has walked 7.
She's been so impressive in the circle for Oklahoma. This transfer, senior, that can be a tough year to transfer. You played 3 years at one school coming in to be a senior, and she has just stepped in beautifully to really claim that ace status for Oklahoma.
Julia Crenshaw leads off for Missouri. Shows bunt, takes a strike. Crenshaw hitting .372 this year. She has 8 homers. She's batted in 23. 2 out of 5, pair of singles and a walk in the series. She had the only Missouri hit off of Landry on Friday. Down the left field line, foul. That's where the hit went, on a line drive in the 3rd inning of the series opener.
Crenshaw really the catalyst to this Missouri lineup. She offers so many different options. You saw her show bunt there to lead off the game, but she has a lot of pop off her bat. Has a lot of RBIs for a leadoff hitter.
Landry's 0-2. She struck out 4 and walked 1 in those 5 innings on Friday. Also hit a batter and allowed 1 to reach on an error. Off the outside, 2-2. Crenshaw swings and misses, and Sam Landry picks up with a strikeout. Her first today, her 5th in 5 1/3 innings this weekend.
Great pitch by Landry. She sets up Crenshaw with her outside curveball on the pitch before. Comes right back at her with this rise ball up the middle. That pitch.
Here's Madison Walker. Fouls away the first pitch down the right side into the Oklahoma bullpen. Walker hitting .267, a team-high 13 home runs. 34 runs batted in this year. Time called late. Speaking of catalysts, Madison Walker certainly a catalyst for the upset. The Missouri pitchers have to probably come first on the accolades, but she would probably be first among the hitters. She and Taylor Ebbs, who had a couple of hits, just inside 1-1. Walker had a solo home run out to center to open the scoring in the bottom of the first inning yesterday.
That's really the difference maker. On Friday night, Oklahoma came out in the top half of that first inning, scored 3 runs, kind of puts Missouri on their heels the entire game. Then to flip the script on Saturday, Missouri comes out, scores in the bottom of the first inning, kind of puts Oklahoma on their heels.
Yeah, we showed you yesterday. It literally got the Mizzou dugout jumping. Landry's 1-2 offering. Walker lunges for what would have been ball 2, but stays alive. swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts for Landry, getting Crenshaw and Walker to open the first. What a luxury to be able to go to somebody like Sam Landry coming off the first loss of the season. Kara Daly stands in.
We saw Landry warming up in the bullpen yesterday, late in the game, just to see. It would have been interesting to see if Oklahoma would have tied the game in the top of the 7th, if Landry would have come out to throw that bottom of the 7th for them.
Kara Daly pops it a mile high and out of play. Daly at 284, 6 homers, 24 knocked in. Chopper to third, McEnroe Marinas can't handle the short hop, but it's an infield hit for Kara Daly. Her first hit of the series. She'll take it however she can get it.
Daly kind of beats this ball into the ground. Able to get that's a tough play for McEnroe Marinas to come in on that ball. To have any shot, she's gonna have to get it before it hits him.
So here's Taylor Ebbs. If Madison Walker was the starter for Missouri, Ebbs was the finisher. Had a single and scored what turned out to be the game-winning run. Missouri's second of the first inning on a Stefania Abriscato RBI double, and then added to it with a homer later. Not infield. Behind first.
It's from Landry out there. She throws the ball really hard. She's in the high 60s, hits 70 sometimes, and her changeup's about 12 miles an hour slower than that. And you see Ebbs just out in front on both of those pitches.
Ebbs to third. McEnroe Marinas knocks it down and beats Ebbs by a step to get out of the inning. Sam Landry allows a 2-out infield single, but it's a clean first for the Oklahoma Ace.